Welcome to the show.
So anyway,
Moving on.
Brad Pitt.
Look, just quickly. September 2016, you remember that little time in your life?
Yeah.
Brad and Ange.
Oh, Angelina.
Ali was shook.
Like, Ali was shaken to his core. Brad and Ange, like, Hollywood's darlings, filed for divorce.
They were the chosen ones.
But the dream was over. They were supposed to bring balance to the force. But they didn't. They got divorced.
Divorced.
They're divorced.
We didn't laugh at that.
Hey, it's May the 4th.
So that was after 2 years of being married and 10 years of being together, right?
Wow.
And
Wow.
6 kids.
Six.
kids.
They didn't have 6 though, right?
No, they had 2.
They're all from like Vietnam or something.
Well, they're still their children.
They imported them.
Yeah.
Are
if you
adopted
adopt
kids
them.
not counted?
Is anybody here
They have a
adopted?
15-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old, and twins who are 8 years old. Knox. That's a cool name, hey?
And I thought it was Maddox.
Not Maddox is the oldest one. He's 15.
Wait, there's one called Maddox and there's one called Knox.
There's one called Maddox, Pax, Zahara, Shiloh, Knox, and Vivian.
What are
Shiloh
they
is a
naming?
great
Retail stores? Like, what the hell?
Shiloh works
Those
for
are
me.
good names.
Did those kids have names before they were adopted?
I don't know. I didn't ask them.
Could you ask them next time?
Next time, I will ask them. And I will let you know.
Jeez, you took that so personally too. Like,
So Brad, he was being investigated, right?
why was it being investigated?
There was a, and I quote, family incident on a private plane during a family trip,
Before they split.
It's family
That's
too many times.
leading to the split.
Right.
So there's all these things flying about, like child
Like the plane.
abuse or drunken violence and things like that.
Bratty, you loose man.
But this week, for the first time, Brad has come out. We've heard a lot from Ange. We've heard they're in the courts, all this jazz. But this is the first we've heard from Braddy. And he's had an interview with GQ Style.
Can I explain what?
Not just any GQ.
Can I explain one thing before you keep going?
No, yes.
So, if you actually look at the article of this on the GQ site, it's a lot less impacting. I would recommend reading the text of it and not the pictures, because the pictures are him in the desert like, I'm Brad Pitt, I'm so sad. It's like, far out, man. You still look bloody amazing.
Yeah,
You're in
you
the
can't be sad.
You're in the
good
desert
looking.
in high pants. Like, frig, how bad is it?
I thought
Go
he
on.
looked good in the pictures.
Yeah, that's
That's
the point.
his point. It doesn't match the story text
Well, you can't.
of someone having problems.
So Jono should have taken the pictures instead on his iPhone 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an unnecessary selection of my photography.
Wow.
John and Chris have beef.
So it was you and
Wow.
Yashin.
Wow.
Is it because we're sitting
He's
next
got
to
an
each other?
iPhone 7.
He's right, I do.
That's
So he take nice pictures.
yeah.
Okay.
You know?
Portrait
Continue.
mode.
So what was in the article?
So there was an interview with Brad. It's his first since the incident.
Oh.
So and he's come out like we've heard like all these problems. He's got a drug addiction. He's addicted to alcohol. He does the smoke every day. All these things. So he's been talking
Smoke
about
weed
it,
every
and
day.
he did say like ever since college there hasn't been a day gone by where I haven't drunk booze or smoked pot.
What?
But
Every day?
not since he started his family, he hasn't smoked pot. But he still
Good for
says,
him.
Of course he has.
What? Why?
Why?
I don't believe him.
How do you know that?
What? You think people just can't smoke pot?
Because he's Brad Pitt.
That's weird. Okay,
Alright.
you're making stuff up.
I feel like we're all making assumptions about what he should and should not do.
Let me tell you what Brad said.
What did he say?
I was boozing too much. It's just become a problem and I'm really happy. It's been half a year now, which is bittersweet, but I've got my feelings in my fingertips again. And he says he can't remember a day without drinking or smoking pot after he finished
Did he
college.
say, I'm really happy?
I'm really happy. It's been half a year now without the drink, I think.
He's happy that he's gotten off the booze.
Right, but he's just lost
He's
his
still
wife.
sad about not having
Yeah, he's
kids.
very sad. He compares it as though someone's died. He's very, very sad.
He's not Superman. He can't fix all his problems in 6 months.
You'd be happy if you were off the drink for 6 months.
I'd be
you
depressed.
Friggin' booze head.
Yeah.
So he is depressed. He's very upset, and he's got an empty house, and he was staying with his friend in somewhere. But
Hey, He's got his bulldog.
He's got his dog.
And
He's got
still
a dog.
looks
Yeah, that's
great.
right. He lives alone with his dog,
And
like
he's
much like
fantastic.
Ali's.
And his amazing looks, though.
How?
I'm saying you're just like Brad Pitt.
If you were walking around a house and then you walked past a mirror and you saw your face and it was Brad Pitt's face,
It'd be like, man, I want some pot.
I need
That's
a
what
drink.
Ye-Chan would say.
taco loco.
I need a drink.
And it's like the best time to be a pothead in America as well, because Taco Bell, well, they're legalizing it, but
Taco
more
Bell?
importantly, Taco Bell has come out with a fried chicken chip. So it's chips in the shape of fried chicken.
No way.
What does that have to do with pot?
Yeah, what?
Munchies.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
I don't think these guys
Bit
have
more
done justice.
abstract for me than that. Anyway,
Go on.
Anyway, good news though, he's been cleared of all abuse charges.
Which
Which doesn't mean he didn't do it.
you can never really clear a celebrity of this kind of thing. Though,
All right,
can you?
OJ.
Exactly, right?
Hey, the glove don't
Like,
fit.
How much do you have to pay someone to stop you being called a child abuse person?
Well,
Like-
there's a difference between being cleared of charges and like settling out of court.
Yeah. Oh, so he's proper cleared.
That's what.
It's not a settlement.
That's what the internet said.
Oh.
well, I doubt,
Yeah.
I doubt
That is
Angelina
different.
Jolie needs a settlement,
Yeah,
so she wouldn't ask for money anyway.
and
Yeah,
there was a lot of him talking about how he wants it to be easy for the kids because it's been really hard on the kids. So they don't want to fight in court or anything. So they're gonna work it out peacefully and do whatever's best for the kids. So we just got to move on, guys. You know, hope for the best. Pray for old Maddox and Shirley and the gang.
Do you think you can be a
Shiloh.
functioning parent and smoke weed?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think Jono agrees with you.
Depends.
I don't know. It
I mean,
depends
are
on
you-
how much weed and,
Yeah, I mean, are you smoking
and
weed
your
24/7?
definition of good parenting.
Like if it's every day, or if it's an addiction, or if it's like everyone's different.
So this is interesting because there was a woman this week in Cairns who
Of course it
developed psychosis, like psychotic schizophrenia from heavy cannabis use,
Far out.
and killed 8 kids.
What?
7 of her own and 1 niece.
Like in a car accident?
No, in her house she stabbed them because she heard voices saying that she needed to cleanse them or something.
Far out.
Yeah, so apparently really heavy use.
That is
like she was
unhealthy.
like
Well, that's
a
like
crazy
a lot.
amount of pot every day
Yeah.
for a long time.
And yeah,
She-
schizophrenia is
she
like
developed really heavy schizophrenia.
top tier mental health issue.
Not just that, like psychologists were saying this is the worst that schizophrenia can get.
Far out.
Yeah, but that happened like 2 years ago. But this year they this week they decided she wasn't going to get tried or anything like that because she was crazy.
So you can't smoke copious amounts of pot every day and be a good
Definitely,
parent.
yeah,
Because the one,
not too much.
I don't smoke pot, but I talk to a lot of people who do because I think it's interesting where the arguments are going about it. But the one thing almost all of them do say is I do get forgetful because of smoking pot.
When they have or
Is it
post and
just-
because of.
Just from doing it regularly, like
Right.
they become forgetful. And you
Even
definitely
like
don't want
normally,
that.
like when they're not smoking, they still forget stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that. But
It's very interesting.
Which it's like when you are taking care of a kid, that's kind of bad. But I think you could be functioning normally and have that because
There must be like millions of parents who are smoking pot and
yeah.
absolutely.
reasonably functional parents.
Mm.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Sophie agrees.
I know some.
Right.
And
You
they're-
are one, really.
Yeah. Isn't that right?
Chris is kissing the dog for
Silly.
the,
Okay.
for the audio
Silly
listeners.
puppy.
It's getting a bit awkward.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so hashtag pray for Brad. I don't know.
What?
He'll be alright, I reckon.
Hashtag.
Was he going to go to Fire Festival?
I don't know. I wish. I would have gone.
Okay.
Put
Give him
some
a
fire
hug.
on that blunt.
Mm.
Now,
Hashtag legalize marijuana.
Okay.
Illegalize.
Legalize.
Oh, legal. Okay.
you know what's like? Imagine
loves it.
like you can understand avoiding a custody battle when 4 of your kids are adopted, eh? Like, can you imagine how complicated that would get?
Mm.
Especially when the parents are divorced. It's like as if Brad would get any sort of like responsibility for that. Like the court would just give it all to mum, right?
Yeah, if the reason was a drinking problem.
I have a question with that. Like, would you want the kids?
Yes.
I think the stereotype is the dad leaves, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you kind of mean? Like Shut up. That was to the dog, not to you, lovely listeners.
Okay. I guess what I'm saying is, like, I mean, like, would Brad even want the custody of the kids?
Well, clearly he does.
Does
Come here. Hey, it's okay.
I think, yeah, at first I was like, why are you coming out now about this? But he does need to say something positive about himself, even though it's a stupid desert picture thing.
Can you clarify your
It's in
statement?
GQ style.
Why would you think he wouldn't want the kids? Because he's a bad dad or because he doesn't want the kids?
I think that's a no. That's a solid no as to whether or not he can clarify.
No, I think it's more...
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Because there's a difference between I just don't want to have to deal with the kids, and I don't think I can handle it and be a good father right now.
No, I wasn't thinking of that.
Okay,
No.
all right.
He thinks he wouldn't want adopted kids.
Then no,
he still
he
doesn't
no,
think of them
because
as real kids.
yeah.
Not because they're adopted.
Everything that's come out about this, it seems like he does actually give a crap about the kids.
Yeah,
Well, I hope so.
does.
He's
None of the
dad.
stories have ever been, I'm not trying to get custody of my kids.
Of course he wants the kids, I reckon.
Sorry about the barking. But,
Sorry, I've had a big day.
She's never coming back.
what is she barking at?
We're gonna have a dog on a podcast.
Next
You're gonna
topic.
get some barking.
Jordan, this is a very serious topic. And luckily it's
Ali.
Jono's.
Luckily the
He's gonna
dog
walk
is here.
away.
It's... Okay, the dog's back, so I'll come back.
Just give her a hug.